Welcome to HeadRest. Take a slow breath in and let it go. There is an old story, one that holds a quiet truth. A prince lost his mind. No one knows exactly when it happened or why. One day he simply stopped recognizing himself. He stripped off his royal clothes, crawled beneath the long banquet table in the palace hall, and refused to come out. He crouched on the cold stone floor, picking at crumbs and bones like an animal, his eyes vacant, his posture feral. "I am a turkey," he said, and he believed it completely. The king was devastated. He called every physician in the land. They came with remedies, with theories, with arguments. They stood over the table and called down to the prince. "You are not a turkey. You are a prince. Stand up. Come back to us." None of it reached him. You cannot argue someone out of a place they didn't argue themselves into. The prince stayed under the table, eating scraps, staring at the floor. Then one day, a wise man arrived at the palace. He told the king, "Let me try, but you must not interfere." The sage walked to the table, took off his own clothes, and crawled underneath. He sat down on the cold floor, right next to the prince. The prince looked at him, suspicious. "Who are you?" "I am a turkey," the sage said, "just like you." The prince studied him for a long time. Then he nodded, and they sat together. Days passed. They ate crumbs together. They talked. Not about recovery, not about getting better, just about what turkeys talk about. The prince relaxed. He had company in his strange world. Then one morning, the sage signaled to the servants, who brought 2 shirts and placed them under the table. The sage put one on. The prince stared. "What are you doing?" The sage shrugged. "What makes you think a turkey can't wear a shirt? You can wear a shirt and still be a turkey." The prince thought about it. Then slowly, he put on the shirt. Days later, trousers. A turkey can wear trousers. Then proper food. A turkey can eat good food. Then a chair at the table. A turkey can sit wherever it likes. Each time, the same quiet logic. Each time, the prince followed, step by step, back to himself. No one corrected him. No one lectured him. No one stood above the table and explained what was wrong with him. Someone simply climbed down into the dark, sat on the cold floor, and whispered, "I'm here too." There is something in this story that the mind usually misses. The physicians had better arguments. They had the correct diagnosis. They knew the prince was not a turkey. And yet, knowing the right answer changed nothing. The sage didn't have a better argument. He had a willingness to sit in the wrong place, to wear the wrong identity, to meet someone exactly where they were, without needing them to be somewhere else first. How often do we wait for someone to get better before we sit with them? How often do we wait for ourselves to get better before we offer ourselves company? But here is what the story quietly promises. You don't have to fix yourself before the healing begins. You don't have to understand what happened, or have the right words, or know the way back. Sometimes the way back starts with someone, even yourself, simply sitting down in the mess and staying. The shirt comes later. The trousers come later. The table comes later. But the first step, the one that makes all the others possible, is just company, just presence, just I'm here too. And now, very slowly, begin to return to the room around you. Take a slow breath in and let it go. When you're ready, gently open your eyes. As Henry Nouwen once wrote, the friend who can be silent with us in a moment of despair or confusion, who can stay with us in an hour of grief and bereavement, who can tolerate not knowing, not curing, not healing, and face with us the reality of our powerlessness. That is a friend who cares. Thank you for sharing this moment with HeadRest. Namaste.